So when you have to make that pivot and, so you go to market, you have this great vision, you have this idea of a phenomenal company, and the market says to you, wait a minute, how do you deal with that from a team point of view? When the team says, wait a minute, we're more than just that. Our vision is so much greater. Why can't they see that?
Well, I think, for us, it was fairly early days. And, I was clearly the team leader. And I think in some ways it really was me coming to grips with, investors love passionate people.
Right.
And the reason entrepreneurs are passionate is because we really believe in what we're doing. So to all of a sudden to say, let's cut it in half and just do this bit. I mean, today, I still think it's a great idea, this 2D to 3D technology. But I just knew in terms of the business, I had to focus on the Virtual Piggy side of things. And that's what we've chosen to do. And I think the thing is, the Virtual Piggy is exciting enough that the rest of the company are crazily excited about this. So there's no loss of excitement from the group. It was just a question of having the discipline to focus at that point.
And talk about that, the discipline to focus, because what characteristics in particular were important to you to see in order to say, okay, I'm willing to, forego this half and focus on this half of the vision and push this half forward?
Virtual Piggy was always part of the vision. So it wasn't like we came up with a new idea. It's just we saw it as an integral part of a platform. And then what happened was, as we started to talk to some of the groups like the FTC, the regulatory body behind COPA, the Child Online Privacy Protection Act in North America, we began to realize the scale of this. And then we started to connect in with some of the payment companies and the merchants. And we started to really understand that, because we were looking at it initially from the framework of gaming, allowing the kids to be able to play games in a safe and secure manner.
Right.
But it's not just gaming. It's kids start wanting toys and wanting to be able to buy toys. Then they go into apparel and games and other things that they're looking to buy. And then we started to get talking to the financial advocacy groups. And they were talking about how so many people in America actually feel that they haven't done a good job with their finances. And a lot of this came about with the housing bubble burst. So people are actually hesitant to talk to their kids about finances because they're not that sure that they've done a great job themselves. And you get into the situation where you get these kids off to university with no real understanding of financial management and control. So all of a sudden, we could see what a win-win-win this was. It's a win for the merchants because it gives them the ability to transact legally with the under 18s in a controlled manner, so they're not dealing with chargebacks and fraud. It's a win for the parents because it gives them a tool to help them teach their kids financial literacy and responsibility. And, at the end of the day, if you're a kid, there's no point in saving or learning how to save if at the end of the day you don't have an opportunity to buy the things that you want. Kids are very practical, and at the end of the day, they want to be able to make purchases. So we think the system really is set up very strongly to have a win-win-win. And that really came about. And you can see why, these investment groups were telling me to focus, because I don't think we'd have ever fully understood that and been able to realize the full potential of Virtual Piggy if we'd just seen it as an adjunct to our gaming platform.